Watch the real-life program about exceptional destinies, remarkable opportunities, and unbelievable facts right now.
The best jeweler of the Muslim world, the bearer of the Diamond Order of Carl Faberge. His decorations are among the gifts of the heads of state of different countries. He made a belt for the inauguration of the President of Kazakhstan, and the Queen of Jordan wears some of his works. Berik Alibay, the golden hands of Kazakhstan. Faberge and Master Alibay, what kind of language unites them? The Queen's personal preferences. And what about Gaius Julius Caesar? Astana, the exhibition of the Astana Expo in 2017. The ethno village, the best craftsmen of Kazakhstan, gathered in this square. You can hear a knock on the yurt of the Master Alibay. He says that the Queen of Jordan wears jewelry that he made. Here is a photo on Instagram, and she's been wearing it for a whole year. So she likes jewelry from Kazakhstan, says the jeweler. She also had heavy earrings and turned them into accessories that she wears on her leather belt and a bracelet with rings. The jeweler hasn't met her personally. It was a government gift, but he's already preparing himself for the exhibition in Jordan. The master is sure that it's a great responsibility to represent his culture. In 1991, we made a special belt for the inauguration of our president. Now it's displayed in the Central Museum of Almaty. The belt is a sacred detail of men's and women's clothing from many people. For Kazakhs, it was an amulet, an embodiment of life force. They were made of leather and velvet, embroidered with precious stones and gold. He talks about how silver helps relieve stress, and that back in the old days, a woman was not allowed to cook food without wearing silver rings. This metal was used to disinfect water, but the products speak for themselves. This is the height of grace. He's the first in Kazakhstan who was awarded the Faberge Diamond Medal. For special merits and developments of Kazakhstan jewelry and art, continuity of the national traditions and great creative achievements, and creation of a national jewelry collection.
Преемственность национальных традиций, высшие творческие достижения, создание национальной коллекции ювелирных изделий.
For me, the most precious award is to be the honored worker of Kazakhstan. The products made by his hands will surely constitute a foundation for future generations. Here, for example, is a wedding pendant, heavy and incredibly beautiful. This is silver and gilding. Back in the day, these were worn for a wedding or big events. Now, people ask me to make lighter versions of this jewelry. He explains that previously women wore such beautiful work, such as this amulet, to keep bad spirits away. Many silver ornaments during World War II were irretrievably lost. The master regrets this. Entire villages of women handed their jewelry over as scrap so that the country could win. And as a type of jewelry, this expertise cannot be seen anymore. One salkale used to cost 100 horses. Even now, our grandmothers bring these ornaments, and they say that for each, such as a bracelet, they paid the master 10 camels or 10 horses.
Я вот за этот браслет Зергеру заплатил 10 верблюдей, говорит. 10 верблюд давал, 10 коней давал, вот так.
Now, he says, such goods have lost their price, but they are still in great demand. It's very hot in the workshop. A blowtorch, tongs, hammers, and ornate patterns are coming to the world. It's hard to take your eyes off them. As soon as the idea comes to my mind, I start working on it. Sketches, drawings, you won't find them here. He says that he doesn't like to work on orders. It interferes with his freedom of creativity. According to Berik Alibay, all decorations are, in addition to their aesthetic splendor, have a deep meaning. There are 3 Jus in our nation, the great Jus, the middle Jus, and the youngest Jus. We shouldn't divide among each other because we come from one tribe. One of the 4 children followed in his footsteps. While he's an apprentice, he learns the secrets of the profession to become a jewelry master. Berik himself was once an apprentice to his own grandfather. Moreover, the talents of the heir are clearly not limited to jewelry skills. He's an interpreter. He knows English. Now, instead of me, he travels abroad and conducts master classes. Last year, he was in Japan, Xi'an in China, Shanghai, Urumqi, and then in Berlin. There was an international tourism exhibition, and he took the tools with him and showed his mastery throughout the world.
Там вот инструменты берут выставку и там сидит и показывает. Международную выставку туризма вот туда, вот через министерство.
These are real carved gates. Guests are always welcome here. His yard is like an oriental bazaar. Pictures, trunks, decorations for yurts and pack animals. It's hard to count everything. It's like an ethnological museum. This is an ancient samovar which uses kerosene. It's a very rare type.
Такие самовары тоже, это редкий самовар.
I have oriental samovars. They're the fathers of the ordinary samovars. I collect them for comparison. When guests come, I show them a Tula samovar and an oriental samovar. They're all surprised.
Вот показываю вот старинные, например, восточные самовары. И вот современные самовары тульские. Они все удивляются даже.
Utensils of everyday life, weapons, coins, ancient ornaments. He plans to devote an entire hall to his own works. In the courtyard, you can see his handmade carpets. Here's the energy of a man. For months, a man has been sitting here for years. He put his soul here, and it's nice to see. And in factory carpets, there's no energy. On the contrary, they're electrified. It's harmful. Foreigners always buy handmade carpets. They know why. They're smarter.
Она магнетизируется, он вредный человек, например. Иностранцы почему покупают все вот ручные ковры? Вот они все знают. Они умнее.
Here are my workshops. But more will be made. There are many people who want to learn this elegant art, and in the workshop there's an invaluable stand for jewelers, visual material. I show my students how our grandfathers used to work. They studied all this, the techniques of different regions. There are people who would melt all this, but I couldn't do it.
Техника здесь разных техник, разных регионов. Вот. Есть, которые люди это все расплавили уже, как это металл вот используют. У меня рука не идут туда.
He says that from his native village in the Jambal region, 40 fellow villagers went to the jewelers. Many of them trained with Master Alibay himself. I held my personal exhibition in the region where I grew up. I brought everything I have here. Not everyone has a chance to come to the city. To attend an exhibition, we need to go to villages and show them our art. I gave as a gift a few of my works to the local museum, as well as ethnographical items such as carpets and vessels. This is a device for grinding stones. It's more than 100 years old. Now this is an expensive museum exhibit, a unique unit. It still works. We call it sharuk. It turns like this. Here's polishing felt for a stone, like this. It's necessary to pour oil here. Each master crafts his own tools. And here are the blanks. Turquoise, a string is set on nails. This stone is also found in the crowns of royal people and the amulets of ordinary soldiers. Since ancient times, in combination with carnelian, it's been used in Kazakh ornaments. This carnelian stone, for example, rejuvenates a person. It's believed that it rejuvenates and gives energy. This is a Muslim stone, the red carnelian. This is how turquoise is polished. In 1980, Berik Alibay was trained in Taldikogan at a stone processing plant. The stones were brought from all over the Union. For some, it was waste product. For a young jeweler, it was like a treasure. They cut the rectangle so straight, and the rest was just thrown away. And we would collect the rest of the stones from the trash. We didn't throw it away. Still, I used the material at work. He also worked at a jewelry factory in Almaty. As a laborer, he polished and minted. It was a good practice. At the third year of art school, says the master, our teachers did not believe. They said, "You still draw Lenin. Right, long live the Communist Party of the USSR." He didn't draw, but he collected busts. Here they are in a harmonious row for foreign tourists and collectors. True, they show greater interest in the history of these ancient times. We polish over here. This is a plate from England. The tourists came and gave it to me as a present. That's how I collect things for the museum. And one day you won't be able to collect many exhibits. It all requires time. His museum is replenished constantly. He plans that one of the halls will be called the Hall of Antiquity. Bracelets, earrings and snuff boxes. And these are our own exclusive examples. You can even keep perfume in these boxes. Sabers and knives, they are ornate attributes of male prowess. The official order to decorate military weapons with gold, silver and other precious stones was given by Gaius Julius Caesar. He expected that thanks to this, the soldiers, even if they retreat, will not give up their weapons. And he was right. This is the order, the honorary jeweler of the Muslim world. With emeralds, these kind of awards are not issued every year. My grandfather was a jeweler. I look a little bit like him, don't I? He does. In the first place, he's a lot like his grandfather because of the work capacity. He creates himself, but also restores the masterpieces of ancient masters. For all the years, he has never used the privileges of an honorary citizen, neither traveled to any sanatorium or to any resort. I received the rank of honorary worker 8 years ago and haven't traveled anywhere, not once. I now lead the restoration service. We have 25 people, restoring metal, leather, wood and soft carpets, and we also have a laboratory. Among the restored items, there is a unique exhibit, the Ablai Khan's Shapan. Now it's exhibited at the museum. Berik Alibay works according to his profile. He resides the beauty of ancient jewelry. Many people say, aren't you afraid? You need to love these things. If you love them, how will they harm you? On the contrary, they will make you happy. And it all makes him happy. He knows the value of the past, the experience, he lives in the present. This is wisdom. He's surrounded by things that have witnessed human destiny. They are kind and warm. The golden hands of the Master Alibay.